Hello. Namaste. It's lovely to connect with you. Just take some nice deep breaths. Welcome. My name's Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to share some guidance for Friday, Saturday and Sunday all at once. I'm sitting here next to this little fire that I've made. I've just finished our first fire releasing ceremony on my Temple of Balance Facebook group. Which was great. Really enjoyed it. So I had 34 people on pieces of paper in my singing bowl, and we did some burning and releasing and transforming together, which was really good. Feels great, actually. Very freeing. So that's what I've been doing. I trust that you're doing good and you're feeling good. I'm here, to share some guidance for these next 3 days. I didn't manage to get in on Thursday. I was rollerblading, rollerblading for a couple of hours and entertaining my daughter. It's school holidays, so didn't manage to get in. So that just happens sometimes. So, welcome. Extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much. If you want to learn more about becoming a Temple of Balance patron or a Pillar of Light family member or supporting my work, please have a look on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. I've been rollerblading for many years, since I was I was on the quads roller skates since I was about 6 probably, or 7, and upgraded to rollerblades when I was about 18. So I've been rollerblading for many years. It's loads of fun, and both of my children are really good at it, because I take them rollerblading probably every couple of months when they were younger. So they're both pretty good. So we have a great time zipping around rollerblading, which is so fun. But yeah, my thighs are a bit sore this morning, I tell you. So if you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing is using my Speed of Light Oracle cards. I'm going to be looking for the best card for Friday, the 13th of July, the best card for Saturday, the 14th of July, and the best card for Sunday, the 15th of July. And then I'm going to look for the best card for the theme for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all together. So I don't usually do 3 days at a time, as you know if you're a regular viewer, but I am today because I don't want to be thinking about it too much over the weekend. So let's see what we get for Friday the 13th. Let's get straight into it. So nice and warm. Been winter and all. It's nice and warm. We have snow on the highlands. Snow on our beautiful mountain that sits at the top of our capital city of Hobart. It's just gorgeous but cold. But this is what happens in winter, isn't it? So it's nice sitting here in front of this fire, I tell you. So the best card for Friday the 13th, that's the most helpful for the majority of us, I trust, is this here. Oh, look at that creation card, 29. I trust you can hear me okay. I'm not really speaking the same in the same direction as I usually would. But the keywords say source, uncoil, light, and authentic. Yes, rollerblading is very good exercise for your butt, your thighs, your legs, and your body if you twist around, definitely. This is a really great card to pull up for Friday, especially being the new moon, partial solar eclipse. We've just done the fire releasing ceremony. This feels great. It feels like we're really starting to open up more to ourselves and what we want and what we need to do for ourselves in our life. Sometimes we have to be a little bit selfish to be able to push ourselves to the next level. So there's a sense here of really needing to be real and authentic on Friday, or all the time, but especially on Fridays. We uncoil like these snakes, like the serpent, as we uncoil and let a little bit more of ourselves come out on Friday. So what have you been holding back? What have you been hiding? What have you been dealing with privately that now is time to take out or open up about? What have you been practicing or creating in private that now is being called to move to the next level and perhaps be more shared a little bit more? I like to say bring out more into the public, but that's a bit scary for some, and I'm not really meaning it on the millions of people public level and sharing it with the world, but you know, sometimes it's just about bringing what we've done in secret or in private out to one or two people that are important to us, and then expanding that out as we're inspired to as we journey along our path. So let's let our light shine brightly on Friday, and if it's not shining brightly, we need to be really honest and real and authentic with ourselves, that what do we need to do to bring our light out just that little bit more? What do we need to do? What do we need to implement? So quite beautiful energy here. I'm really drawn to that blue orb here in the center, reminding us to be really open and honest with our communications, especially our communications with ourselves. Looks like we've got lots of birthdays at the moment, so happy birthday to everyone. Puss is coming along. You might see her tail as she walks past. She's liking the fire, probably. So thank you. I trust that makes sense for your Friday. I'm now looking for the best card for Saturday the 14th of July. So Saturday the 14th. And we'll go with this card for Saturday here. We've got card 12, floating. It says spontaneous, calling, mental break and escape. Maybe this is why I felt the need or felt inspired to share 3 days at a time. If Saturday is going to be full of or have the potential for a spontaneous break. So we're being encouraged to take a break on Saturday if we need to, especially spur of the moment. Okay, let's hit the road, let's go and visit whoever, let's spend the weekend or the day out driving or out in nature or doing something that's spontaneous. So there's a spontaneous feel to this, a spur of the moment, like let's just get up and let's just do this randomly. And the point of it is to help give us a mental break, which in other words is to help us see things from a different perspective. There's nothing like taking a drive or going for a walk in nature or spending time out of our normal environment to help us get a new perspective, to help us see the bigger picture and what might be playing out that we may not have been seeing. So if you need clarity, if you feel like you're stuck right now, maybe taking a bit of a break on Saturday might be necessary. It might be the whole day, it might even overflow into the weekend if you're or we are lucky enough to have that time available. For some of us it may just be 5 minutes, it may be a couple of hours, whatever we can find on Saturday. It may be quite freeing, mentally freeing. So if you're mentally bogged down, just keep that in mind for your Saturday. Or just let yourself do something spontaneous. Can you plan something spontaneous? Can you be open to something spontaneous coming forward for you on Saturday? It's like, oh, I just feel like doing this right now. I have the time. Let's just do it. That kind of thing. So see how you go. So that's for Saturday. I trust that makes sense for you. I'm now looking for the best card for Sunday the 15th of July. Just remember, this is a guide only. It's just a bit of fun really. If it makes sense and fits into your life, then that's a bonus. So just so you know, 15th of July, we'll go with this card here. Okay, we've got the Cobra Bite. This is a featured card, and it has further instructions here which say to draw the top card. Okay, let me put my deck down for these two. We have these two that have come up for Sunday, the 15th of July. So they've come up together for a reason, but first of all, we're going to look at them individually, and then we're going to look at their relationship together. So the Cobra Bite card 9 says sting, oh gosh. I just joined shock and truth together. Didn't come out very well, did it? Let's start again. Sting, shock, truth, and illusion. This brings with it an element of surprise, an element of shock. May be seen in the positive, it may be seen in the negative. Depends how we see it. It's a perception thing. Whatever it is that takes us by surprise on Sunday, if this is something that happens for you, it will be to help align us further with our truth. Our truth is the reason why this surprise thing happens. Now, we may be the one orchestrating this. We may be the ones making the change. We may be the ones who are subject to, not victim to, but subject to the change that others make, or something that takes place that kind of takes us by surprise. So I don't share this information to generate any fear. In fact, if any fear does come up, it might be worth looking at. What are you holding on to? What are you scared? What are you scared of changing right now? What are you scared that might be changing? You might have had that feeling. We can't be scared of change. Change happens. People come, people go. Lives are born, lives end. It's a fact of being here in this journey right now, in this journey in this physical body. So it's important, I feel, anyway, for me, as I'm growing and deepening my connection, is to really look at what I'm attached to and really practice as best as I can non-attachment, so that if anything does take me by surprise, that I may be shocked to begin with, but I can then move into some understanding and whatever that journey has to teach me. So be careful that you're not scared of change, because this card may feel very scary to you if you are scared. So perhaps think about what you're attached to, who you're attached to, and how you can let it go. So Cobra Bite, shock, surprise. Let's look at what this might be connected with. Life, card 33, Gaia. It says spring, nature, message, listen, and life. This feels like a surprise or some type of shift for our life. It could be the cycle of life, Kimberly, whatever it means for you, but life in general, to help us get more into our life, to feel more connected to our life, to participate more fully in our life, to be more aligned with our life. How aligned are you with your life right now? As she shares in a puff of smoke, which is now cleared. So this is about really listening, and it's about life. It's about stepping out into nature and looking at simplifying things in your life. Like, as an example, for me, probably nearly this last week, this last 6 or 7 days, I've been really closely looking at things that I do in my life, and there's just half a dozen things that I do that have become a little bit, I want to use the words out of control, but that's probably a bit extreme. They've become a bit full and a bit big and a bit consuming, a bit large, if you like, or heavy. So I've had to really look at these things that I've been noticing, which are personal things that I've just been investing time in, or what have you, and really looking at pulling the reins back and simplifying things so they're not so big and consuming. And even though I might have good intentions with these things, I can't allow certain things to just be all consuming and take over. I have to have a balance. So for me to have that balance, I've noticed these big things that I've been spending a lot of time doing or investing a lot of energy in that I feel is not balanced, and really looking at reining it back. And I've been working and implementing that a lot this week, and it's really helped me have more time to do the things I love, like create. And I feel also it's helped take back the complications that I'd been feeling. It's helped simplify things. So let's look at how we're relating to our life, how we're aligning with it or not aligning with it, and what we might need to do, changes we might need to make. Spontaneous changes, speaking up our truth. Speaking up our truth. Good English there. Speaking up with our truth. Saying our truth, okay. Speaking our truth. And there's a harshness almost to this card, a strong energy, a potency, like a bite kind of feeling here. And this relates to our life. So just see how this relates to you and how it fits in. You won't need to force it. It should just fit in somewhere that makes sense to you for Sunday. It may not fit in yet because it's only Friday for me, maybe Thursday for you. But as you get to Friday, as you get to Sunday, it may make more sense. Trust that makes sense. Okay, let's now look for the best card for the theme for Thursday. The theme for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this will help us see the bigger picture and draw these days together. So what will the theme be? We've got this card for the theme, Rosemary card 20. She says beauty, self-love, kindness, and drum roll, balance, shock horror. Not shock or horror, really. Well, it's not to me. Is it shock or horror to you? Have you been feeling out of balance? Have you been working on making adjustments so you can find your balance again? So this brings a really internal perspective to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and really turning everything inward and looking inside for answers, inside for the truth, meaning inside ourselves, inside for the love, the balance, the self-belief that we may have felt lacking at this time. So how can you look within? How can you be kinder to yourself? Have you been treating yourself a bit harshly lately? If you have, it might be time to think about practicing gentleness and kindness in regards to your relationship with you. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. You're the one that's going to be there for you every step of the way of this life's journey, if you like, and as you transition into spirit, when that moment of transition and transformation comes for you, you're going to be the one constant that's there for you. Would you want to constantly be with someone who's nagging and complaining and seeing things from a negative perspective, or being too self-critical or too critical? Because you might want to imagine that you're walking alongside this part of you that's going to be there the whole time. Would you let someone go that's being critical or attacking you? I'm sure you would, and I'm sure you would recommend your best friend who might be in a relationship with someone who's negative and attacking and critical. You would suggest perhaps or feel that they might be better off apart. Let's think about our relationship with ourselves in this regard now. If you're being too attacking and critical of you, if you're not being kind and gentle to yourself and encouraging yourself, then it's just like you living in a relationship with someone that's going to be there 24/7 in your mind, in your heart, in your body. That is not going to be a very happy space to be living in. So how can you better your relationship or improve your relationship with you? How can you become your best friend, your best supporter? How can you be there for yourself? So practicing a little bit of kindness, a little bit of gentleness towards ourselves now feels important, but in the long term, I mean, we're talking about our life here. Why would we want to be 24/7 with someone that's critical and attacking us? No. The trouble is that we do this to ourselves sometimes, and it's just not, it's not healthy. So let's look at how we can reconnect with ourselves over Friday, Saturday and Sunday, step further into our heart, into our truth, and into what's right for us. If we don't know ourselves, we're not going to know what's right for us. If we don't understand our truth, who we are, if we don't understand ourselves, how can we know what we want in our life? So get to know yourself this weekend. That would be my recommendation. Spend some good quality time with you. So that's Rosemary. Balance, self-kindness, self-love, reconnecting with who you are. Beautiful. Nurturing yourself. She has a bit of cleavage showing, which to me would represent nurturing. Nurturing who we are, nurturing our journey through this time. If we're struggling, let's nurture ourselves through it. Let's be there for ourselves during our tough times. Let's encourage ourselves during our heightened times. So let's self-nurture this coming few days if we're inspired to. So thank you. I trust this makes sense to you and resonates and is helpful and supportive for you at this time and on your journey now. So thank you for joining me. I've used my Speed of Light Oracle cards. These have been created by me, and if you'd like to learn more about them, please have a look on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Oh, my new Animal Kingdom Oracle cards, which I didn't bring out with me. We're in the last stages of talks with our printer, just sorting a couple of minor details out. And then I'll be opening pre-orders. So the pre-orders for my new deck of cards will be within the next week. It may be tomorrow. It may be next Friday. Just depends how slow or quick these final talks are. So within the next week, pre-orders will be open. But the deck won't be out until September. Definitely not till September, and probably later on in September. But I'll let you know once I know the details. So that's that. Exciting, or very exciting. If you want to learn more about the work that I do, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. I've got lots of things that I create personally. This is my work, 24/7 is helping in this way. So if you resonate with my way and the things that I do and my energy, then you might find something helpful on my website that can support you, and also you're supporting my work, which is really, which I'm very, very grateful for. Otherwise I wouldn't be here doing this, so thank you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to, and if you want to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. If you're waiting on email readings, I have got a little bit of a backlog. I will be doing more of those tonight when my daughter's doing her shift at work. You're very welcome to put orders in for email readings or audio healing guidance. There's up to 5-day wait. I might have a couple of more spots. I feel that I'll have a couple of more, doesn't make sense, a couple more spots. My English isn't that good today for email readings tonight, so probably the next 3 bookings will fit into tonight's, and then I'll be connecting again on Monday. So have a look on my website if you want to connect in that way. Sending you lots of love. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been lots of fun. And I trust you have a wonderful journey through your Friday and through your weekend. And I'll be back to share with you again real soon. So thank you, and sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Namaste. And namaste means that the divine, the creator within me, honours and acknowledges the divine, the creator within you, that we are equal, we are one. Thank you so much for joining me, and namaste. I might sound the bowl as I'm going, so that's me talking done.